Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
Yes, hello, welcome.
I'm fucking out of it today, dude.
Yeah, we did a quick run it back. We did like 19 9/11 jokes that all bombed.
No pun intended. There
we go.
I don't know. My week was shitty, and also my brain is shitty. And our good friend Sticky Ricky's been visiting, and me and him have been getting hammered.
Yeah.
Which has not been doing wonders for the old thinking cap.
No, the brain's a little dry right now, I can tell.
No, it's a little bit wet is the problem. I think I'm in early stage wet brain of some sort because
It's leaking out of your ears a little.
I'm not used to recreational drinking. I'm used to like drinking at open mics, which kind of has like a limiter. It has a governor on it because
Yeah, you only drink on the clock.
if you go over 15 miles an hour at the open mics, you start to get the speed wobbles, you know?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you eat it a few times and you're like, all right, let's keep it to like 6 to 8 drinks, at least until we can get it. And I'm a loser, so I get my set at like 1 in the morning. So
Yeah.
that's fine. And like, 6 to 8 between like 10 and 1, that you're feeling good, but you're not like hammered, you know?
Right.
And it's one of those things where you're drunk, but then you wake up the next day and you're kind of like, I'm a little bit like a little jittery, got a bit of a headache maybe. But other than that, by noon, I don't even remember I drank last night, you know?
Yeah. It's not, you can't even consider it a hangover at that point.
Thursday night, however, me and Ricky tied one off good. And I woke up yesterday feeling not great. And I'm just at the point, like, I'm 26 next month. So I'm just like, it's starting to become at least a 36-hour affair if I really tie one off good.
Yeah. You gotta soak your feet in ice water because they swell up when you wake up. You got some old shit going.
But his parents, their flight got canceled, so he's here an extra day now, just chilling with nothing to do.
Yeah.
So me and him are now gonna black out again and go because Avs game, Stanley Cup game 2 tonight.
Ooh.
And there's like an Avs bar downtown, so we're just gonna get hammered there. So as soon as my 36 hours of penance ends, I'm going right back in the rabbit hole.
You got round 2, baby. Fight.
I'm going right back to Neverland, dude, and it's not going to be good.
No.
Because like I said, bad week, so I'm using any excuse to just delete 15 beers.
Oh yeah, there's no little voice in your head telling you to stop tonight.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
And also too, like Rick is the perfect person to have visit when you're like, looking for an excuse to make some bad decisions. Because he's not going to be the voice of reason. He's not going to be like, hey, man, pump the brakes. It's a Thursday. We should not go to the strip club tonight.
Yeah, come on. We don't need another bottle. Come on, man.
Yeah. But I did. I showed up. I gave him the option. I said, hey, just so you know, there's a place for gentlemen.
Yes. Ooh, that's a deep throwback.
Yeah. And you seem like a gentlemanly character, and I just wondered if you wanted
There's
to.
an establishment called Shotgun Williams. Right down the street that has employs, ladies of the evening. You can call them.
Dude, it is. Should I give you the whole night, or should I just skip right to the highlights? Do you want the highlight reel, or do you want the whole game? Do you want the whole film?
Let's get the highlight reel. Let's see. Well, you tell the story, however it comes out. I'm not gonna tell you how to do your job, man.
Well, okay. So anyone who hasn't listened to the Wildcard Rick episode, go back and
that's a good one.
Go back and learn yourself, because it's a good one, and hey, we know the last few have been some clunkers, so feel free to revisit the classics anytime you feel you so choose.
Honestly, feel free to stop listening to the new ones and just go back to the old ones.
But that's also going to give you a lot of context of who Wildcard Sticky Rick is.
Yeah, the stickiest of Rickiest.
But anyway, so he texted me like a couple months ago, and it's like, hey, I'll be in town like in June or whatever. And I was like, cool, man. Like, we'll get fucked up. Don't think much of it. And then he hits me up like last week, or I hit him up last week. Like, you're still coming, right? And he's like, oh yeah. Like, I'll be in it like Wednesday at like 11 o'clock or something at night. And I was like, all right. So he's like, Originally, he was going to get a airport hotel or something like that. And I was like, you know what, dude? Just like come through, crash at my place Wednesday, and then like Thursday.
Yeah, come through. I'll put plastic down on the couch. We can have a ball. You can sleep on the couch.
Well, this is the other thing is that I don't clean my apartment unless somebody's coming to visit. And you know me, my social life isn't exactly bumping.
Yeah.
So my apartment gets cleaned like once every 4 months, and it's been overdue for a long time. So I was like, you know what? You're going to stay here because I need to vacuum my living room at some point.
You're going to be my motivation.
I'm going to get some kind of parasitic species living here. Some like rare Japanese beetle is going to start nesting in my, like the wood in my couch. And that's just going to be a whole thing.
There's just a nest of stink bugs under your rug.
I think there's a Puerto Rican family living in my hall closet.
Yeah, I was gonna start at stink bugs. You jumped right to Puerto Ricans. That's always my thing. But okay, that's fine.
Sorry,
that's fine. Step on my toes.
I didn't mean to do a little Irish jig on your tootsies there, man. Might be.
Listen, man, you do most of the talking, but I say the most worst shit. That's kind of the rules. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll keep going.
All right. Hey, listen. That's my yellow card for the game. I'll take it.
That's your yellow card. That's your warning.
So I tell him, you know what, come crash at my place, see how the other side lives.
Uh-huh.
And he came through. He got in really late, so I was just like zombie high, and I was like, hi Rick.
Yeah.
And we just shot the shit for like an hour, went to bed. And then Thursday, he rented like a WeWork, which he had to explain to me what a WeWork. That's like the kind of person I am.
You're going to have to explain it to me as well.
He's like, dude, I was like, you want to work from home? Like, I got like a desk or whatever. And he was like, oh, I'll just use a WeWork. And I was like, okay. I know there is an Apple TV series about that, but you're going to have to break down. He's like, well, it's like, you know, he goes like, well, I have to take calls. And I was like, oh, so they give you like a phone there? And he's like, no. You know, like you need like a room to take a call in. And I was like, your living room? You just push the bong out of frame and you pour the beer in like a glass, like an opaque cup of some sort, and then they can't tell it's beer. They think it's like water.
Yeah, move the fucking Costco size fucking Jergens hand lotion out of the way, and that's it.
But I guess he needed like a presidential situation room of some sort. I don't know. He's got SEAL Team 6 on like the fucking like GoPro feed. He's watching them raid a compound somewhere.
I don't think we realize how high on the corporate ladder our friend Wildcard Rick is, man. He only does, you know, big business, you know. He only has like a little metal case with cocaine lines already fucking strewn out on them. You know?
Well, it was funny because Thursday, me and him, like he went to his WeWork and I don't know, directed the raid of Osama bin Laden's compound. And then I sat around and cut clips from our podcast, and like, I mean, we couldn't have been in more. I sat in my boxers in my bedroom and cut the podcast together.
Yeah.
He went to like the Pentagon and was like, I don't know, tracking down Julian Assange or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, he was in charge. He's in charge of making the 15th booster.
But what we still do have common ground is 5 o'clock rolled around. I was like, all right, let's start getting the sauce. And
right, let's wet the lips a little.
Yeah, let's wet our whistles, dampen our beaks, if you will.
Yes.
And so we went to a local watering hole, and I think it was the Celtics Warrior, the game. It was
Game 6. Yeah, the finals. Yeah, with the Warriors Celtics. Yeah.
Yeah, the sports team played the other sports team. And they.
Yep.
So we went there, and like I was just dressed in like going out shit, and he was dressed in his corporate gear. And then he had to go meet people for dinner. So we got like 2 beers or whatever, and then I went back to work on again to sit in my boxers.
Yeah.
And write stories on my laptop. And he went to go have dinner with his family.
Right.
2 different worlds. But I had to carry home his whole like corporate setup or whatever.
The secretary's body he carries around.
Yeah, the freezer bag of cocaine that he uses.
He still has, I don't know where he got these Quaaludes. I mean, fuck. He's really in there. He's deep in the corporate world.
Yeah, a copy of The Wolf of Wall Street and a crusty picture of Jordan Belfort, crusty Polaroid of Jordan Belfort.
Yeah. you know how he waddles.
That's my inspiration pocket. Don't look in the inspiration pocket. I use that for my private moments of reflection.
Fuck. The cuck of Wall Street.
Nice, dude. So I had to like walk around my neighborhood with this old like business getup on, and dude, I was milking it.
Yeah.
I was taking laps by all the bars, waving to girls, being like, "Hi, Tyler Lozier, I have a job. Hi, yo, this is my backpack for my corporate job." It had a little like lanyard on it.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh yeah.
You had a Bluetooth earpiece in.
Yeah, we did the vaccine. That was me, actually. I was the vaccine guy.
Yeah, we got him to take it. That was all me.
Sorry, I was just talking about equity over here. I didn't mean for you guys to hear that, but...
Sorry, I got to take this. This is a Nigerian businessman. Sorry.
If any of you ladies want to diversify your pussies later...
There we go.
Yeah.
So you felt good. You felt like a big boy for an evening.
I felt confident, dude. I felt like I was really so confident that I was like, you know, I went into my apartment, I turned all the lights on. I was like, I don't care how high the electric bill is this month. I can afford it. I'm corporate now.
Yeah. You immediately ordered a Hulu with no ads.
Right.
Feeling spicy.
And then as soon as I got back to my apartment, I just took his backpack like a shot put and just hucked it across the room, stripped down to my boxers, loaded up the bong, and fired up Celtics and started writing.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing how different lives we live, man.
Yeah.
Because even right now, I'm literally, I don't know about you, my penis is on my couch right now, and I'm doing a podcast. I'm sure you're not very well clothed either.
I'm in my boxers.
He's out there.
He's on a golf course right now. Yeah.
Yeah, he's preparing to join Live Golf in fucking Saudi Arabia this summer.
Yeah. He's taking a meeting about the Live Golf Tour. I am in my boxers in my 80-degree apartment, talking about diversifying pussy with my equally destitute friend.
Him and Phil Mickelson are arguing who's buying the next fucking bag.
Yeah, he's arguing about the over-under with Phil Mickelson.
Yeah.
They talk about calling the bookie. That guy is a degenerate. Not Ricky, but Phil Mickelson's, he's like a degenerate gambler, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, the fucking Saudi prince was like, 500 million, you come play for us. And he's like, well, that'll pay for my ex-wife and all my debts.
Buddy, you just saved my kneecaps. I used to think gambling was one of those fake addictions, like sex addiction.
Yeah.
But
well, I think any of those addictions are based in like some kind of maybe not hatred, but you know.
Yeah, like self-destructive.
In that range.
Yeah.
And I mean, if that's the case, if your problem is hating yourself, then fucking gambling addiction's for you. Because that'll absolutely destroy you.
But like sex addiction, I don't know, dude. The sex addiction thing, they're like, oh, my life sucks. Like, there's so much pussy, I can't handle it. It's destroying me.
Do they have like Alcoholics Anonymous, but for sex addiction? Like, do they all like go in a fucking like some kind of like church fucking cafeteria, sit in a circle and be like, I'm Chad and I'm a fucking sex addict, and everyone's like, hi, Chad.
No, they do. They do. They have Sex Addicts Anonymous. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a thing?
And that feels like cheating. That feels like a relapse. Because you're sitting around just listening to pussy talk for an hour. That seems like you're just like...
I imagine those...
You know somebody's in the back row fondling their meat through their fucking shorts. Like, oh, that's awful. I'm so glad you're in a better place now. Ah, why don't you tell me more about your struggles?
Yeah, and tell me, when you got that third hooker, how did that make you feel? Oh,
4 girls at once? Wow, that must have been really hot. How'd you survive that?
Yeah.
No, don't leave out details. I'm close.
No, it's like Jesse from Breaking Bad when he just tries to sell like meth to all the addicts.
Oh yeah.
You
Basically,
just pull up
that's what
and you
is.
just, you know, you're in your phone pocket. You just have porn playing like on a low volume. They can kind of hear it all the time.
What if you went to like a Sex Addicts Anonymous meeting and like you weren't a sex addict, and you just went there and just tried to tell like the hottest stories possible.
Just try and rev up a room of fucking sex.
Just be like, anyway, yeah. So it's really out of control, you know. The way I make them just kiss from my neck all the way down my chest.
You got all of a sudden you just have an ice cube for some reason. And it's running it down your chest.
You're just like, this next part, you know. Words fail me, so I'm going to need a few volunteers. We're going to do a quick pantomiming exercise. I think that'll... So I want you to get down here, kind of on all fours, just like that.
Well, it has to be a visual aid so that everyone knows, you know.
And your name, was it Chelsea? That's a beautiful name. Now, why don't you kind of sort of do a handstand? I want your head right by her asshole, and then... Jessica, you come here. Jessica, right? Okay, you come here and you grab her legs, and then you have your face kind of down in her crotch like that. And then I'm going to be here behind you. Now, a little bit forward. Okay.
There we go. Perfect.
And I'm assuming we're all familiar with the butter churn, correct?
You've all done the butter churn. I mean, we all know where we are, right? We all know what the butter churn is.
What am I saying here? Of course you're familiar with it. Now, you're going to get down and I'm going to churn you kind of from a 45-degree angle. Just get my foot up here. There we go.
Sorry, it's a little soft. Cocaine Addicts Anonymous is after this, actually.
I got NA in 45 minutes. So. Anyway, that was Thursday. Now we'll do Friday. That'll be a separate pyramid. Can I get the few for Friday?
Yeah. That'd be funny, just ruining people's lives.
And that was another instance where I was acting all of that out in my bedroom.
Oh, I know you were. I could see it just in my mind.
And this is one of the bits where it's good we film this show in our underwear.
Well, it's good when we both are fucking, you know, living in like a 10 by 10 apartment together in the next year. It'll be good. We'll have a lot more visual bits for the podcast then.
We'll actually just start having sex with each other, filming it. And something tells me that's going to be a lot more lucrative than this pile of shit.
Oh, we're going to be raking it in.
Shoddy top.
Shoddy top. No, we're what is it? Top versatile? Twink versatile?
I don't know, dude.
We can switch. We can switch hit.
I should probably start reading up on the lingo.
If you're going to be pulling on my back here on video, we're going to... All right, there we go. Now we transition.
It's gonna feel like I'm riding a magic carpet, dude. Call me Aladdin.
Yeah, you gotta break me in first like a fucking Bronco.
All right.
Now we transition. There we go.
So Thursday night, after I do my writing, he does his nice dinner with family.
Yeah.
Come back here. It's me, him, his brother, and his brother's girlfriend. And we have like a beer at my place, walk down toward... I don't think his brother's girlfriend's never met me before, and I'm instantly just doing inappropriate bits.
Yeah, well, that's how you make friends, right?
Right? Talking about like Greg fucking... or his brother fucking a dog or something, just right in front of his girlfriend who I've never met before.
Yeah, dude, I have a problem with that where I just say... Like last night, I met a Indian guy... And within 5 minutes, I was calling him Punjabi Avi. And
I think that's something different. You're just racist.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, dude, I have such a problem too. Where I'll meet a Chinese guy, I'll pull my eyes back and start doing the voice. I don't know. I guess I just don't pick up on social cues well. I think I might have autism or something.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're just really racist, dude. Oh, thank God.
Well, I learned something then. Okay.
I guess I can stop posting about the COVID vaccine on Facebook now. That's ruled out. Yeah. Good news. I'm not autistic. I'm just racist.
And all the comments are like, proud of you.
Dude, we know. So Thursday night, we all have a beer at my place. We go down to Don's. You've been to Don's, remember?
Yeah.
The bar where we dropped acid and made fun of that weird K-pop chick.
Yes.
Good times. We were actually right sitting where we were when we were doing that. We were hanging out. Before we get in, he does it like Ricky's brother's girlfriend doesn't have her ID.
Okay, that's a good start.
So she just gets like, they're like, you know how they are at that bar. They're very like, get out of here, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So she's like 30, like very clearly of age, but they're just a dick about it. So she leaves. I'm like, boys' night.
Right.
Let's do it.
Now that the bitch is gone.
The dumb bitch is gone. Let's have a boys' night, dude. No, she was a very sweet girl.
No, I've met her. She's nice.
Yeah. And so we're like,
We're such pussies. We say like wild shit, but we'll still like say sorry for that. Like we'll still walk that back.
well, that's because I don't know. Nancy Pelosi is a cunt, but I genuinely think that this was a nice woman. So that's where the dichotomy exists from. You know what I mean?
That's true. Her gash is fine.
Yeah, I had no problem with her gash, dude.
All right. Sorry, I'll stop interrupting.
No, this is good. This is the color of the story. So we're in the bar. It's just me, Ricky, and his brother. His brother was like petting a dog or whatever, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna tell his girlfriend that I saw him with his hands all over a bitch last night. Could get enough of her. She was licking his face all in the corner of the bar. It was disgusting.
I saw her lick peanut butter off his nuts behind the bar.
I told you if you fucked one more dog, it was over.
God damn it!
Yeah, so I was just making some real highbrow jokes like that.
Yeah.
And his girlfriend had already left at the time, which was good because I was like, I had been like smoking weed all night too, and none of them smoke weed, so I was just like zombie mode, and all I could do was bits. So I was just like lean back in my chair, just like, hey, your brother fucks dogs, dude.
The probably the worst jokes of all time.
Well, it was a Thursday night, so it wasn't like a packed house.
Right.
There was it was enough. It was the back patio too, so there's enough like space in between everyone. You can kind of like catch glimpses of other people's conversations, and I could just see all these hipster fucks just staring at me like, why does that guy keep talking about the big one fucking a dog? They're sitting over. It's Denver too. It's fucking Cap Hill, Denver. So they're sitting over there like, I just think Bernie got rat fucked out of the nomination in 2016, 2022, really. And meanwhile, like, dude, hold its tail while you fuck it. Like,
dude, put its flea collar on. I'll take a picture.
Like, dude, are they visiting from visiting from Stupitsville or what the fuck?
Where the fuck did these guys come from?
So after a while, you probably noticed this when I'm like hammered, I'll snap very suddenly into like serious planning mode.
Yeah.
Where I'll just be like, okay, why'd I tie? What's the move? And be like, and then I'll lay out like 3 options, and they're all just like get hammered here, get hammered there.
Yeah.
Or get hammered there.
Right.
But I'll paint it as this very serious dichotomy. Okay. This night could go in 3 directions right now. And again, Ricky is the perfect person. He's like, okay, yeah.
Sure.
Where are we going? And so I was like, we either get hammered here till closing time. It was like 12:30. Hammered here till closing time. I was like, we could check out another bar, or if you're in a gentlemanly mood.
Option C is always the best one.
And he was like, I don't know, dude. I just, I feel like, just options 1 and 2 maybe aren't that great. And like, I'm not married to anything here, but.
Yeah. He was like, do you have another idea by any chance?
Well, he was trying to pretend like it was 3. It was 3 the second it came out of my lips. I saw it in his eyes. He lit up like a child seeing his long lost father for the first time in years. Like, those videos when the Marines come home from war and surprise somebody at like halftime of their high school football game? That's when I said strip club. That's what his eyes did. Was, oh my God, he's back from his tour in Iraq. That was what I saw in his eyes. And then he went, then I watched him for 5 minutes try to dial back that excitement and go like,
right.
I mean, we could just hit Mickey deep.
But then again, they don't have women with their tits out there.
Yeah. I'm just, if I'm thinking of where I can get a lap dance, it's like McDonald's, no. Tried that already. Wendy's, try that too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're really just whittling down the stick here, and it's getting late. I just think we should commit to something. Even if we're not sold on it, we should just commit to something. And
Well, we just don't want to pick the option where we regret not doing a different option later, you know?
What did you say the strip club was called? Okay, the Uber will be here in 3 minutes. The Uber's already on its
Just
way.
kidding. I already Googled them before I even landed here.
Yeah, I called the Uber the second the word tits came out of your mouth.
We have a table reserved, actually.
Yeah. I've called ahead. So we go to this strip club. Excuse me, the gentleman's club.
Yeah.
And we
The
walk
House
in,
of Whores. Does that count?
and yeah, you walk the cat house, and you walk in, and there's
Yeah.
the ATM. The first thing you get is the ATM. So I go and I put my debit card in, and I take out.
Dude, that ATM's the hardest working ATM on the fucking planet, dude.
That's
that
like
thing's putting in.
Yeah, that's the single mother working back-to-back shifts of ATMs.
There's just a cigarette in the coin slot. Of the ATM.
So I put my card in. I take out some, women respecting coupons, and
Pussy stamps.
I exchanged the larger $20 women respecting coupons for individual $1 women respecting coupons because I want to respect as many women as possible. And so I make sure I get a nice big fat wad of women respecting coupons, and I pocket them.
Yeah.
And then my fellow gentleman to my right decides to do the same. First debit card, the machine won't even take it.
Yeah.
The machine is like 1A because he's from a different state. So he's here visiting. And so his bank just sees like charges in California somewhere, like dinner, like sushi dinner in California. And then it sees 1 a.m, 19 beers, and like several $100s at a strip club ATM. So the fraud alert goes off because it's like, oh, clearly his card got stolen. He's a gentleman, an upstanding citizen. Why would he be doing something like this?
He has a fucking gold card from fucking Bank of America. There's no way one of our customers.
My fake student debit card that I got as like a student in college, and they only let me keep because they don't know I graduated. That somehow is allowed to take out money. But his debit gets declined, and then he puts his credit card in. I was like, can you do that? He's like, oh, yeah, it'll work.
Wait, what? That's a thing?
Tries to take out like a $300 line of credit at the strip club on his credit card.
Oh, my God, dude.
Gets declined as well. So he turns to me, and he's like, dude, like, I'll Venmo you right away. I was like, and he wanted a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, I looked at my balance. I was like, I can front you, but like this has to be immediate, or it's gonna, because my credit card bill's due like in 3 days. So this has to be an immediate, just like Indiana Jones taking the statue and putting a little bag on the thing.
Just a quick little swap.
And
a
so
sleight of hand.
we like I got him his fun coupons, and we we spent an hour or so respecting women.
Yeah.
And then he like, when Rick hits the wall,
Yes. I mean,
because there was no DVDs. There was no bootleg DVDs involved.
no.
He didn't have any. He didn't bring any with him.
No Frasier
No Frasier.
involved. Yeah.
I was like, I can get you some, but you have to be at a wedding tomorrow morning. I don't think that's prudent.
Well, his parents aren't going to be at the wedding, so I guess.
That's true. And he was making that argument. He's like, dude, and I was like, let's
I'm
at
sure
least
he was.
let's back pocket that one. It's a Thursday.
Yeah.
And so he's like, first of all, we're sitting there, and I don't love strip clubs, to be honest. Like, it's funny. It's like a novelty, but like,
Yeah.
it's a little like sleazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
you don't feel good in there.
and you look around, and it's like me and him were just like, I remember like we would like I would throw a bunch of ones, and then like the stripper would take like each leg, and she put one leg around his neck and one leg around my neck, and like bounce both of our faces into her ass cheeks at the
Like
same
it's
time.
fucking like Three Stooges.
Yeah, and then me and him are like, dude, like give me like doing like the woogie underneath.
Why I order? Just like,
And we're doing like boys' night, like fist pumping, just being total like retards.
Yeah.
And like everyone like around us, like the strippers were like laughing. There was like these two women that were there with this guy who was very clearly trying to have a three-way with them.
Yeah.
And they're like laughing and having a good time. So we're having it's like a fun night at the strip club. We're all just having, just being silly.
It's not as sad as it could be.
We're just here like as the novelty.
Yeah.
But then Rick, like, he goes, he's like, I need to go. First of all, the bottle girl comes over and offers, she has like a bottle of like a mixed drink and she gives like a shot each of it.
Yeah.
And then he tries to fuck the bottle girl. He's doing the whole how much will it take to the bottle girl.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, dude, it's not that kind of place. This is not Vegas. This is Denver, Colorado.
Rick, this is not Fremont Street at 3 a.m. This is fucking Denver.
Yeah, so she's like, I at least pick somebody with their tits out.
You picked the most clothed girl in here.
I don't know if it was a power move or something, what he was trying to go for.
Yeah.
But then he tells me, he's like, I gotta go. And he's very vague about where he's going. Mm-hmm. And he leaves his phone.
He's like a dog when he has something in his mouth and you're like, what do you got in there? Yeah. What do you got in there? Open
Spit it out. Spit.
Like,
no. Spit it out. And he just wanders away. And he leaves his phone and his wallet with me.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm like, okay. And so now all of a sudden it's like 1:30 in the morning on a Thursday night and I'm in a strip club alone. Yeah. And I start looking around and I see the fellow clientele and I'm like, oh, I don't like this new group of friends I have amassed here. There's one guy, you know the show Silicon Valley?
Uh-huh.
You know the one like Satanist, like coder? I think Guilfoyle is his name.
No.
He's got the long, greasy, like black hair.
Oh, I think so. Okay, yeah.
If you're listening at home, Google Guilfoyle Silicon Valley, and that's what this fucking dude looked like. And he was just like mouth breathing, just like heavy staring, dude.
Yeah.
And like you could tell even the strippers were creeped out by this. He was creepy by like strip club standards.
Yeah.
And so he's just meandering around, and I try to like move. Because, there's like different like stages or whatever. And so I kind of try to stay mobile. And I'm like, I don't want to plant roots anywhere. Because I don't want to start getting like
fucking, musical chairs with this fucking pedo in the strip club, essentially.
Yeah. And it's like, I just have $1 women respecting coupons. I'm not going for the private dance. I'm not trying to get my knob slob, dude. I'm not.
Yeah.
Again, it's a novelty thing. I like throwing the ones. They shake their titties around. You're like, it's funny. It was the tits.
Yeah. I fucking, I cut my tip of my dick against my zipper a little. And that's it. It's a good night,
I tell them I love them, and that's just normal part of the course.
I cry. The bouncer nicely escorts me because I'm crying.
He gives me a little talking to. Hey, man, look, it's gonna get better. No one's down their luck forever, 6 months ago, I was working at a McDonald's. Now I get to kick perverts in the teeth for money. I mean, things can turn on a dime. Never give up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you think she loves me? No. And don't come back. But it'll get better.
Thank you, brother, cousin. You have fun. You have a good night.
And so I'm trying to just like move around and like it's I don't like the vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the hair on the back of your jungle bridge is standing up.
I'm starting to get a little bit of like my adrenaline starting to go, and my brain's like, we don't like the situation,
Uh-huh.
You need to get out of here, and I'm like, no. And so finally, I'm starting to worry, but finally he comes back, and I was like, where'd you go? And he's like, I got the most disappointing lap dance. He's like, I found the oldest stripper I could, and it was the worst. I was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why did you pick the oldest stripper? He's like, I don't know. I was like,
he's like, Rick.
And he's just kind of sitting there just like pouting like a kid who got like the video game he didn't want for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now the vibe's really soured.
Yeah, he's stomping his foot. He's like, Santa brought me with the stripper with 3 kids.
Santa gave me the stripper with C-section scars. It's like, I don't know how to like console him. I'm so
Yeah.
At one point when he's gone, the stripper asked me, she's like, "Where'd your friend go?" And I was like, "I don't know, but whatever the sleaziest thing they offer in this club is, that's probably what he's doing." And she just got what she was like, "Whoa," and I was like, "Yeah, I know, but he's visiting. I wanted to show him a good time."
She's like, "Whoa, you're funny. Do you do comedy?"
Dude, the one stripper. This is like. Because I got very like open mic vibes from this place. It was 1:30
Well,
on a
because
Thursday.
you're both at the end of the day, you're sluts for money for entertaining people.
I started feeling really empathetic. I'm not gonna lie. Like I got this weird like, and I was hitting the weed pen the whole time. So I just was like baked as shit in the strip club, looking around, and I was like, I perform at 1:30 on weeknights too. Like if Rick wasn't in town, I'd be on stage for 3 people, shaking my metaphorical tits for a little bit of validation too. And I started to really connect with these strippers on like a human level in my head, which you don't want to do.
No.
And then I'm sitting there and the stripper goes to do like this like weird somersault move where she wants to like do a backflip where a pussy lands in my face. I don't know what she's trying to do.
She's trying to 360 kickflip, like pussy flip.
Yeah, she's trying to like no scope the pussy. And I'm just sitting there like kind of laughing, and she totally fucks it up and just kicks my beer bottle off the table, just like comes an inch away from just knocking my lights out with her high heel boot.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa, and then the way she lands is we're just like face to face. I'm like, what the fuck was that? And she's like, I'm sorry.
She just bombed in front of you.
She bombed. I watched a stripper bomb, dude. And I was like, you almost gave me a fucking concussion. She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. And we just started laughing. I was just like, dude, whatever. I just threw a wad of money and just threw it at her. It was like, I've done it too. I've had the joke. You swing for the fences at 1:30 in the morning. You strike out swing. It fucking happens. That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah.
Welcome to Tinseltown.
I've done the brother churn to fucking crickets multiple nights.
Dude. I've done the butter churn to a horrified audience with 3 people at a coffee shop.
Guess what, sister? Nobody threw any money at me.
No. One dude in a fedora, looked like he was in a yacht rock band, just sat there and shook his head at me. So, I mean, it was just like, I started getting like open mic vibes. And so I just started like throwing, because I had like $20 left maybe.
Yeah.
And I just started just hurling ones at all these women like, you can do it. You're gonna make it. Don't worry. Keep getting those reps in. It's all about reps.
Yeah.
Divorce yourself from the audience's reaction. It's all about getting your reps in and being a better performer.
Yeah, divorce that Puerto Rican drug dealer too.
No stripper is sexy until 5 to 10 years into their career. Rodney Dangerfield, it took him 20 years to be sexy. You're at the beginning. Just keep putting those hours in. Keep hitting the mics. You're gonna get it, honey.
Yeah, Cardi B was fucking getting chlamydia for years before she popped off.
How many people did Cardi B have to drug and rape before she landed Offset?
Oh God.
I just want to make sure no one kills himself tonight.
You literally can't not riff with literally even a stripper.
No, I was riffing with the stripper.
You can't just sit back and look at her. You also have to riff.
I was exclusively riffing. I don't think I grabbed a single titty all night. I think I was literally just being like, all right, how do you like Mexican Ron Paul? All right, bear with me.
All right, so I've been working on this thing.
Hola, me llamo Ron Paul. I'm working on it. I'm working
on this bit. What do you think? Vindaloo Diesel.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here with a few impressions. This is Vindaloo Diesel, okay? Vindaloo Diesel.
Okay, it's all about family, man. Listen to me, baby mama. It's all about family. You know, when my friend Paul Walker died, it really taught me a lot about family. Also, I like drive fast cars.
Oh, shit, dude. So anyway, Rick comes back. We're making this an hour-long episode. I don't care.
I mean, we're gonna go until Emily gets here, and then
we're gonna go until I stop thinking these jokes are funny. I've been down on my luck recently. I had a bad fucking week, man. This is like Novocaine for me right now.
I have way more than Vindaloo Diesel, if you were wondering.
If I wish I could bottle Vindaloo Diesel up and sniff it on a rainy day when I'm feeling down on myself. Just take a little whiff to keep me going.
Yeah, this is a Camaro
Okay,
CC.
don't push your luck.
4-point liter.
don't push your luck.
Okay, I don't. Okay, I'm sorry.
The only reason I'm letting you do this because I don't think anyone's gonna make it past 45 minutes.
No, they're gonna see 40 minutes and they're not even gonna listen to the first 20.
But so Rick comes back and he's like mad. He's like a disappointed child on Christmas, and he's like getting like the wobbles, you know. And so I have my wax pen on me, and I still have like a $20 roll. And I was like, I don't want to bring home a wad of like glittery singles back to like. I need to respect all the women that I paid for the respect coupons. I need to use the respect coupons.
Yeah, this Kohl's cash expires, so I'm gonna at least give it to them.
Right, and it's like, all right, I got maybe like 20, 30 bucks left. That's gonna take me maybe like 15 minutes to get rid of. I need to keep him going for 15 minutes. So I hand him the wax pen. I'm like, this is gonna pep you up. This is gonna save your life. Mm-hmm. Take a big old rip of this. Give it about 20 minutes and see if you don't feel better. And so, to his credit, he spanks this thing like a misbehaving toddler.
Yeah.
I mean, just winds up. He's a cigarette smoker, long time, like vapor cigarette smoker. So his lungs are iron.
Yeah.
So he just tees off on this bad boy, and it's pretty smooth.
Iron, maybe coal. That would be more accurate.
Wrong element. You're right. Carbon lungs.
Yeah.
And it's a sneaky one where it's like you can't really tell if it's hitting or not until you exhale.
Uh-huh.
So he just gets a lungful of this shit, and then just starts like like sputtering, sneezing.
Yeah.
Like just having I'm like looking at him, and his eyes are red, like tears streaming down, and I know that's the knockout punch.
Yeah.
That's the corner. His corner is yelling, "Throw in the towel! Throw in the towel!" And he's just like, I hear no bell. And he's sitting there swaying. And so like I was like, are you okay? And he looks at me, he goes, he points to the stripper on stage. He's like, I want that stripper with the fat ass to come plant that thing in my face and I'll be happy. And then I was like, I got you, dude. And so I just start throwing ones at this stripper.
Yeah.
Like I have it's the last of my money, and I just start hurling ones. And she comes over, and this honey is aggressive, dude. And she sees me making this contribution, and I'm pointing at him like, give it to him, give it to him. She doesn't. She looks at me, she goes, stand up.
Ooh.
I was like, what? She's like, stand up. And I was like, no. And I was like trying to be a little stinker. I was like, I want to see.
Yeah.
All right, let's see where this goes. And so I'm like, no. And then I don't know what maneuver she did, but she like put me in like a wrestling hold of some sort with her thighs, and like squeeze my head with her thighs, and she like jammed my face into her pussy. She's like,
the old guillotine.
She gives me like you ever been eating a girl out and you really hit the spot and you. I'm gonna stop you right there. That's a negative. It's a negative, brother. No, but you ever been really like hitting the spot and you get like the old melon squish with her thighs?
Yes, yeah.
I was getting the melon squish from this stripper, and she's got like her tits in my face. She's just contorted around me like a face hugger, dude.
She's got every body part simultaneously in your face.
Yeah, and I am just dying of laughter.
Yeah.
Because I did not expect this.
They like
and I
that.
was pointing, I was trying to get Rick. I was just trying to get her ass in his face so I could fix his Christmas.
Yeah.
And it turned into just, and she just went full out like, this is the equivalent of me at an open mic. I do the butter churn and somebody starts to giggle and I'm just like, it's for you now. And I just tripled down on the bit. She tripled down on the bit. I am rolling. She's killing. It's the best set of her life. And she's kind of laughing at this point.
Yeah.
Because I think she realized that I had no idea what I just paid for.
You did not read the fine print on her G-string.
1:30 a.m. at a strip club, the blank check policy, that gets you some wild shit, apparently. So she like scissor kicks me with her pussy.
Yeah.
And Rick's watching this, and he is now like, he just saw his little brother get the whole PlayStation 5. he got like the Call of Duty from 3. He got Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
And he just watched his brother get the fully loaded PlayStation 5
with the remastered Modern Warfare 2.
The remastered Modern Warfare 2, the custom controllers, fucking headset, the VR goggles, the whole 9.
Yeah.
And so he's sitting there like, oh, Santa's a dick.
This is bullshit. I'm converting to Judaism. This is bullshit.
I saw him booking a flight to Syria to go join ISIS immediately.
Oh God, that's funny, dude. He's just like pouting,
Yeah,
watching you do this.
And then I was like, at this point, I was like, all right, like, let's get out of here, man. You've done it. I think I got him for one more beer. I was like, one more round, dude.
Yeah.
And then I'm like chugging my beer. I'm looking over. He's just like hasn't even taken a sip, and I was like, all right, it's time to call it.
Oh, dude, I wish I was there. That's funny.
And then we're like waiting outside. Which, by the way, if you ever want a good laugh or like just to feel good about yourself, stand outside of a strip club at closing time. Because literally it's the strippers walking to their car one by one with the bouncer escorting them.
Yeah.
So that like the like Guilfoyle looking dude who's been waiting by the entrance, creepily smoking a cigarette for an hour, doesn't like follow them to their cars.
Just twirling duct tape around his wrist. Just smoking a cigarette, waiting.
He's cutting holes in like a ski mask.
The trunk of his Saturn, the trunk of his Saturn already open.
He's sharpening a knife, like.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, dude, like you bought you bought the beers tonight and stuff. You didn't get the big booty in your face. Like, let me call the Uber. Let me just call the Uber. And then he's like, okay. And then so I called the Uber, we're waiting, and he's like, he'll be here in 3 minutes. I was like, what? And he's like, I called one too. I'm like, no, you fucking like, so you cancel one of them. And we're just like sitting, and he's just like swaying, and I'm like, he's in like toddler mode.
Yeah.
And for some reason I'm not, because you know me, I have like a really long, I'll just keep going. I don't like hit that wall.
Yeah.
So I'm just like staring at him like, so you mean you just want to stop drinking and go to bed? And I'm like trying to figure out, like wrap my head around this whole thing.
Yeah.
And then we get in the Uber, 10 seconds in, he's out.
Yeah.
And then, we went back, he passed out, and now we're getting ready to do it all again tonight.
All right. Well, my friend is coming anytime soon. So
we're 10 minutes away from cracking the hour. So let's
we can keep rolling.
Let's let it ride. Why not, dude?
So I went to Pusha T concert. The fucking Cocaine's Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
And it was a rooftop bar in New York.
Oh, that's sick. Actually, I saw people tweeting out, like that was a poppin' concert. Like I saw people tweeting out like videos and pictures and shit from it. It was like trending on Twitter.
Yeah, no, it started off kind of a little shitty. The opener was kind of whack, and
who opened for him?
I don't know. I think his name was Ruben.
You'd think Pusha T would have like a sick opener.
Yeah, I don't know. And the doors open at 6.
It's just the guy who's been like weighing out his cocaine for like 20 years. He's like, all right, you can do a fucking set.
Yeah, he's a scale guy.
Yeah.
But it actually was really sick. I mean, I haven't been to many concerts, but the rap concerts I've been to, they're usually just like loud and like they barely rap, and it's just like, they'll rap like a verse and then it's a chorus and shit. Pusha T, bro, fucking rapped every motherfucking bar.
Hell yeah, dude.
On every song. Yeah, it was like 20 something songs. He even went out of his like own albums. He played like Mercy.
Oh, he did the features and shit?
Yeah, he played like Mercy.
That rocks.
And fucking Don't
That's a
Like.
good show.
Yeah, no, it was sick. It was sweet. Yeah.
Because you were yacked to your gums, weren't you?
I was, slightly act.
Yeah, dude, hearing like the Don't Like, hearing that beat kick when you're just fresh off a toot has to be an otherworldly experience.
Yeah, because you go to some concert, and a lot of girls like concert. Bro, Pusha T, it's like 80% just black dudes. It's like 30-year-old black guys, and then white guys that really love Pusha T.
So you had your own boys' night too.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we were standing in front of two Like I don't know, like two Skylar and Braden, and they're like, and bro,
Just shaking in their fucking boat shoes.
I've never seen two guys more in their element, bro. They spit every single rhyme.
Really? Look at Pusha T, healing the racial divide in this country. That's what we fucking need. Unity. What did David Guetta say? We need more peace, more unity.
For Mr. Floyd family, this is for you.
Did he drop that one, dude? Did he do a verse over the David Guetta George Floyd remix?
No, he did not. I wish. I would have had a fist up in the air, man.
Dude, that's like I saw The Weeknd, and he had Gucci Mane open for him. Gucci Mane and Nav. Nav was horrible.
Yeah.
He's like has the worst stage presence. He just looks like, and I don't mean this in a racial way. I swear to God, with every bone in my body, this is not a racially disparaging remark. But he looks like an IT guy up there.
Yeah.
He has the swag of like, have you tried restarting it and like unplugging it for 30 seconds? And then he's rapping about like getting pussy and doing drugs and you're like, nah, dude, you should be rapping about like, did you delete the System 32 file by accident?
You should be rapping about, like, 20 cash on pump one.
No, see, now that's a racial remark. I'm not saying it has nothing to do with the color of his skin. This is entirely just the way he carries himself.
Okay.
If he walks in a room, I'm like, good, dude, this phone's been slow for months. I think I went on a sketchy porn website and got like a virus or something. That's okay.
Okay.
I know we're 55 minutes in.
We're playing with fire now.
And no one is listening right now, but I just wanted to, this is my 1:30 set, and I just wanted to clarify. I don't want to kick anybody's beer off the bar with my high heel boots right now. And then Gucci came out, but it was like, it wasn't a mosh pit. There was like chairs, so it was a really odd vibe for Gucci. Mm-hmm. And then The Weeknd got on, and everyone was kind of like, this isn't that great of a concert. And he just ripped it for an hour straight. Just like Pusha, every song he's ever done, every feature he's ever done.
Yeah.
Did not miss a fucking beat. And I was just like, and I was fucked up for that concert. So I was just like, this rules.
No, it rocks when you see someone that's actually good at what they do.
And it sounds hack, but I saw Travis Scott, and it sucked. I mean, it was like,
no, Travis is not.
He didn't didn't. I don't think he said a single word of it. He was just like into the microphone, and it's like, this is not. I mean, I don't know, dude. And then it was Sheck West was the opener for the Travis Scott, and it was right after Mo Bamba came out.
Of course.
And I saw him at Penn State University, so it was just 100,000. Polo-clad Sigma Chi frat boys, coke to their faces, drunk off Roos.
Yeah.
And like I almost got trampled. And I remember distinctly like just pushing people off me for my life. I couldn't fucking breathe in that shit. And I was coming up on a large dose of edible and some sketchy Russian tranquilizers I purchased off the internet. But that may have been a partial reason why I felt a little out of my element. But dude, that was like when I heard about the trampling thing, I was like, yeah, dude, that makes complete sense.
No, I mean, I don't ever want to go somewhere where I gotta like rave and jump and shit.
It's not that fun. Like you think like those, like the best concerts I've seen were like The Weeknd, where I was up in like the stands or whatever, just being like, this is sick. And then Kanye on the Life is Pablo tour. I remember I was off a tab of acid, and he was like 2 hours late. And I was like, this is perfect, because I hit the peak as soon as he came out, and like acid lasts forever. So it was like I was just riding that and I remember like everyone I went with was just drinking, and so they were like buzz wore off, and they were all just kind of like and I was like, yes, ultra light beam. And when that song came on, dude, I literally almost cried. It was magical.
You could like levitate to that, honestly.
And that was the second to last good Kanye concert. The next weekend he went to Philly. Kim got robbed. He stopped halfway through. We were the last full good concert.
Wow.
Which was crazy. I got to see like literally the last good Kanye performance, which blows my mind.
That sucks. I mean, now you got to go to like church somewhere to fucking.
Yeah. His shit that definitely fell off. But speaking of falling off,
is it us?
You got anything else to say? we're coming up on an hour here. This is a big step up for us, you know?
No, not really. I mean, I have some other jokes, I guess, post Pusha T, but you want to keep going?
Yeah, let's let him ride. Free money, dude.
Yeah, no, not really. It was it kind of just ties back to like you hanging out with Rick, and he's doing like big boy shit,
Yeah.
and you know we're doing like just absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the next morning, we didn't really get that fucked up. Like other than a bit of frage, we didn't really get that fucked up. So we like had like a civil.
If you keep it to just frage, it's not. The next day you're all right.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
It's really the booze that gets you.
Yeah, so it was just like, you know, they had to wake up because they both work from home. They can both work from laptops.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, so like they wake up at like 8, like proper adults, you know. They like start working. I wake up off the fucking air mattress, you know.
Which is very appropriate for like. I feel like both of us, every morning of our lives, we should wake up on an air mattress in some foreign environment with like a runny nose and a bit of a headache.
I'm not sure I've earned a bed frame, to be honest.
No. That's like, my mom's always like, why don't you buy a headboard? It's like, I'll tell you when I'm ready to buy a headboard.
Yeah, and you know, I wake up, I stroll into the living room. You know, they're both on their laptops. You know, they've already eaten breakfast. They got me a bagel. It's fucking cold, just sitting on the table. Like I fucking groggy. Like get in there.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just sitting there. Like they're both working. We're on the big couch in the living room. They're on either side of me on their laptops. One of them's on like a call, and I'm just in the middle with like a 2-foot bong in between my knees, and I just feel as like I like told them I was like I feel like this is like fucking bring your stoned retard to work day for you guys, like you guys just brought me in like just to fucking I don't know. I just felt like a piece of shit.
Do you ever like try to pretend to be like a functional? Like I've been in like, well, like try to co-work, you know, or like, oh, I have work to do. And they're sitting there and they're like, do you think we have enough? Do you think the company's going to make it through the quarter this year? Like, what do our financials look like? I'm like, yeah, put a pin in that real quick. Do you like jugs or knockers better for this bit? Which one do you think fits? And they're like, that's not work. And you're like, no, it is. Trust me, it's really important. Jugs or knockers. I'm trying to finish this punch. I've been working on it for weeks, dude. I'm trying to throw me a bone here.
I don't know, but I don't know. I just felt like, the fuck am I doing? Is this real life? Just like sending email? I don't know. They're doing good, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, dude. We just did an hour of our podcast, so I think we're doing pretty fucking good too.
Yeah, we're doing good. So yeah, you know, I shouldn't feel bad. You're right.
We're turning a new fucking chapter here in the Could Be Worse Chronicles.
Yeah.
We're looking at things from a positive perspective.
Yeah.
And you know what? Our lives may be in shambles, but we cracked an hour. And was it great? No. But
no.
We had some fun. And
was it good? No.
And you know what else is great? We got our 19th follower on Twitter.
Yes. Wow, we used the horn.
So my hunger strike is over. I'll be back to tweeting stupid shit this week. If you want to check it out, follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod.
Yeah. Bangers
ahoy. If you want to check out the archives, thecouldbeworsepod.com. We got 61, I think, episodes up there.
Yeah.
If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, share it with your friends, get this shit popping. Dom, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, if you made it this far, I'm impressed. This was a long one. I mean, I know I'm not going to listen to it. So God bless you for listening.
God bless you, and we'll see you next week, folks.
Bye.